My uncle said I was a message in a bottle. Tell the world, he said. Tell the world what is going on here. He said he didn't agree with it. It has been there since all the days and nights I can remember. Mother said she always knew. Father was too ashamed to acknowledge it. When the order came for all families to give up their sons, my father said he would be the one to kill me, not some strange soldier. If it was a matter of family honor, then my father would be the one to carry out the orders. I nearly submitted. Anything to protect their honor. But my uncle said it didn't matter. I should live. I am my mother's only son.
Make it soon, sweet boy. Make it soon, you'll return. The
My lover refused to look at me. We are tortured, of course, in front of each other. They tried to get us to admit our crimes. They told lurid stories of what it was we had done. The sounds of men being tortured echoed all the way through that place. By the third day, I didn't know whose screams were whose. Was it my own voice that I could hear? They tried to force us to betray each other. During breaks, we'd be left alone, facing each other. I tried to get my lover to look at me. He wouldn't. We had no other names. They wanted the names of men like us. We didn't have them. We both held out until the 9th day. We had both been forced to soil ourselves. That's what electric shocks do. They reduce you to an animal state. We had held on though, neither of us willing to give the other up. And then, on that 9th day, my lover looked me in the eye and said, "It is not he, it is I." They untied me. They smoothed down my clothes as if nothing had happened. And they dragged him out to the roof. They made me watch him fall. They told me to go home and await further orders. My uncle said they were just letting me go to see if I led them to anyone else. So he made the arrangements to get me out. The Underground Railroad, they called it. But it was more like being passed from car boot to car boot. I was stuffed in a car boot with 5 men once. Have you ever been that close up to other people, have you? I forgot I was human. I just became this empty suitcase being passed from one car boot to another. And then there was the real railroad, but no train was safe, and I walked endless miles along this track. I slept while I was walking sometimes. I walked until my shoes fell apart. I got to Moscow. Life is not any easier there. There are now laws against gay propaganda. Word had got out that I had fled. There was another price on my head. This time, for being a traitor. I was nearly abducted by some men who had seen me on Facebook. I wasn't going without a fight this time, and I saw those men off and got out of Moscow. Claiming asylum in Germany was not an option. My country was seen as stable and on the bottom of the list. The stories had not yet got out. The officials wouldn't listen. Your country is not at war, they said. It is, I said, with their own people. Next thing I get a visit from 3 heavies from the embassy. I thought they were going to kill me on the spot. They said I had to disappear from this place. I was bringing shame on my relatives and the government. I was to keep silent, or things would get bad for everyone at home. Nowhere is safe. When I withdrew my asylum case, Germany gave me 30 days to leave. I had no choice. Either go back home or carry on, look for somewhere else. I had no paperwork, so I went underground and joined the game. Those of us who live in the shadows, we spirit ourselves across borders, the invisible number. It meant burning the past, no contact with my family. I was a zombie, not yet dead, not living either. As each mile passed, I saw his face clearer and clearer in my mind. You'd think it would be the opposite, that he would fade. His eyes, the reason I'm here. I am a message in a bottle, my uncle says. Tell the world. Tell them. Who is there to tell?